Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of What Drives You. I am one of your co-hosts, Stan Winhorn, and with me is my good pal, Carl Bauer, and co-host. Hey, Carl.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us again here on What Drives You.
So, Carl, today's subject, we don't have a guest today, but that's okay because you really want to talk about something, and you were telling me a little bit about it, and I found it to be kind of fascinating. And so I want to hear more of what your thoughts are on this. But, we've done a couple of episodes now where we're kind of just highlighting maybe other people who are doing what we're doing, is just trying to put out really good content, either on YouTube or one of the other social media platforms. There's one that you are really uh, big on, and I believe it's called the yes theory. Do I have that right?
You are correct, sir.
Tell me about yes theory and what it is that you like so much about what these guys are doing.
So, Yes Theory is it's a community. So they've got a couple aspects to it. Their kind of calling card is seek discomfort. It's sort of love over fear and kindness over meanness. But they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary. So congratulations, Yes Theory team. But the main three characters are a guy named Thomas Bragg, who's my favorite, who I'll talk to you about him in a minute. And then Amar and Matt. Those were kind of the three amigos. There was another early on guy who was a partner. I can't remember his name. I should. Maybe I'll post it later in the comments or the description. But they started out with this kind of experiment. I don't even know that these guys knew each other. Maybe two of them knew each other, Stan. And they came
Okay.
together and started producing videos. And kind of they did silly things like Stan, where they would be at a subway entrance and they would hold signs that said free hugs. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
And they just things like that. And so they built this community, and they do a lot with they kind of it's sort of travel meets food meets let's uncover behind the scenes of this weird country or this weird mode of transportation. Just really cool. But
Okay.
why I like Thomas is most, he's sort of the filmmaker behind this whole thing. So he doesn't have to be the front man. Amar is a
All
lot
right.
of times the front man, or Matt. Matt kind of more recently in the last couple of years spun off and wrote a book about their journey. So there's a book on Amazon you could check out about Yes Theory and Seek Discomfort, written by Matt and contributed by all the people. But they are up to now, Stan, almost 10 million subscribers, 9.51 million subscribers,
Really?
which is a big number. And their top videos have over 28 million views. So, fun fact, Stan, today, in preparation for this, we just surpassed 24 hours of viewing, people watching our content. 24. What do you think about that?
Well, aren't we special?
I had a guest interrupting here. Um, they're ignoring their signs that they gave me. They're gifts of recording in progress. Anyway, so yeah, their 10-year anniversary, and they just it's a younger person's. My kids made fun of me because I was watching it because they'd heard of it before me. But yeah, just an amazing community. They do meetups and greet ups and a lot of focus on mental health, Stan, because I think during COVID, as we all sort of experienced that isolation, they really opened up um, a lot of places you would never in a million years go to in life and travel, and just really showed the kindness of people. Another big one they do is they will go fly to a city with no money and no connection and no phone and try and make it through 48 hours
Mm.
on the kindness of strangers, like putting them up in their, hey, I got an extra spare bed. I mean, just really, really cool, creative stuff. So, what I like most about their channel, other than seeing the amazing places that they go visit, very creative and good editing and photography quality, is that they have built a huge business around the community. They have a huge apparel line. So what they do is a seek discomfort, and they will do like, hey, we're going to do 100,000 pieces, and they drop it on their 10-year anniversary. Well, once that, they call it a drop, is sold out, that's it. There's no more of that. So they kind of created this whole, you know, business model. They were based in Venice Beach, California. Now they're kind of bouncing all around the country as the world has opened up. But yeah, just a really, really, real cool community, cool vibe. And every time I watch, I mean, I've come to tears on some of these because they're so amazing. And they will interview, this is kind of what we're in our bucket. They will interview little kids on up to 100-year-old people. They're just,
Mm.
no, they want the story on the ground from people that live in those communities.
Just like normal people, though.
Normal, regular people. And then they'll do cool stuff. Like they just did a full length feature documentary that Amar was I don't know if he was the director or just a producer. Certainly, yes, there he was a producer of it. But this guy did a triathlon and they recorded his training and the whole deal, stand in the South Pole by himself. It's called The
What?
Iceman. Yeah. Feature length film.
Wow.
I don't know if it's on Amazon or YouTube, but yeah, check that one out too. So they got a book, they got the movie, and they got this community with all this amazing gear and clothing and sports stuff. So sportswear.
Any feedback, or do you know anything about how they came up with the name Yes Theory? Do you know what's behind that?
They have it on a couple of their episodes. I can't remember, but really it was just seek discomfort. Like we're this fear, this love over fear component, which is don't just sit behind a screen and yell at people and post like get out there and meet people face to face. So they will have
Right.
meetups stand where there's 1,000 people meeting in Austin at the spring, whatever that, that big
Barton Springs.
Barton
Hmm.
Spring or that pool. They just do stuff like that, and they have like, I don't know if they're ambassadors they call them or champions that will, they've kind of spun off and done their own communities in all these countries all over the world. Really, really cool channel. So Thomas Bragg, if you're out there, I know you are now residing in Paris. But Stan, would you go to Paris? I would for a meetup.
Well,
But
and he can come on Zoom with us.
yeah,
And
come on Zoom when he's in Austin. They've done some stuff in Texas, but again, their base camp is really Venice Beach, Paris now with him. I don't know where Amar resides out of, but he Amar's a cool kid because he was from Egypt. So Egypt's passports, for whatever reason, Stan, are very limited to where they can go because of just sanctions against Egypt. So he had to go get a citizenship in another country. So that was another cool episode where they raised a bunch of money to get him citizenship, dual citizenship in this other country. So his passport was more acceptable to countries that they travel to.
well, that's interesting.
So yeah, I'm going to send you a couple of my faves in the description or the comments. I will post to our community some of my favorite episodes. So yeah, Thomas, Amar, Matt, amazing job. Keep it up. Congratulations to 10 years on YouTube, or at least 10 years as a company. Yes Theory and Seek Discomfort. So good work.
Cool. I like it. Anything else you want to share with people about the Yes Theory and the Yes Theory guys?
No, I'm looking forward to our next episode. So next episode will be our 60th. Can you believe that, Stan? 60th episode.
Hey, I
And
like it.
go ahead.
No, I like that.
Yeah, so next episode is going to be about a young lady who's an expert in YouTube Shorts. And so in our continuing series of 30 for 30, so 30 pieces of content in 30 days, we'll continue on with her. And yeah, I'm excited to talk to you about Miss Jenny.
Let's do it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us for this short version of a What Drives You, and we would love to see you on our next one as well.
Cool. Thanks, Dan.
All right. Thanks,
Take
Carl.
care, everybody.